Elizabeth. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. We're going to get started, and so I would ask that everybody please stand as you're able in order to remain standing throughout the Piper, bringing in our platform speakers and the Class of OVC 2026. So everybody please stand if you're able. Please remain standing. What a proud moment. I don't know about you, but my heart is beating pretty fast right now. And please, again, join me in thanking our wonderful piper, Kate Runciman. Great job. Please be seated. Okay, I think before I start, I need to give you a chance to wave at each other so you find your family in the audience, so do that. Okay, so good morning, everybody. It is great to have you here with us, and it is great also to those of you who are joining us from home and watching the live stream version of today's ceremony. My name is Joanne Hewson, and I am the Associate Dean, Students and Academic at the Ontario Veterinary College. I have the great privilege on behalf of the Dean of the Ontario Veterinary College, Dean Wichtel, our OVC faculty and staff, and all of the student veterinarians in our OVC community this morning to recognize and welcome you all to this ceremony and celebration that recognizes the point at which this class, OVC 2026, Turquoise Tigers, formally joins the veterinary profession as our student veterinarian colleagues. At this significant moment, I know, right? At this significant moment in the life of our class of OVC 2026, and a very exciting time of significance for all of our audience too, as the supporting cast celebrating in this day, it's important to recognize our connections to those around us and to offer gratitude to the land and people of this area. The University of Guelph resides on the ancestral lands of the Attawandaron people and the treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. This land has been stewarded through the Dish with One Spoon Covenant, a recognition that we all draw from the same resources of this land, and the fact that to collectively thrive, we must only take what we need to ensure there is enough to sustain everyone that shares in this dish with us. Today, Guelph is home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples, and acknowledging them reminds us of our important connection to this land where we learn and work. Our land acknowledgement recognizes not only Guelph's Indigenous presence in the past, but also recognizes and celebrates our ties with our Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Métis neighbors of the present and of the future, as we strive to strengthen and build our relationships with each other. Particularly now, as we head into a week of campus-wide reflection culminating in the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation on September 30th, I am thankful to be part of a veterinary college that acknowledges this history towards shaping a better future together, with some fairly recent curricular additions in our DVM program that help our student veterinarians and our wider OVC community to further learn and reflect upon the history of Canada and our Indigenous peoples. Shortly, I will be introducing our platform of speakers, representing key veterinary organizations that support and champion our profession in many ways. I would like to note a slight program change from what's showing in your booklet, in that Dr. Gold was unable to be with us this morning. So we're very pleased to welcome Dr. Kim Lambert here to speak on behalf of the College of Veterinarians of Ontario. Before introducing our platform speakers, I'd like to take a moment myself to congratulate the class of OVC 2026 on your accomplishments, and I'd like to welcome you to the profession. going to be a day of clapping, and that is great. No problem. I'm truly looking forward to sharing in the next 4 years with you on your journey. I've had the great fortune already to share several orientation week activities and some early barn tours with many of you. And I've greatly enjoyed starting to get to know you, but I really look forward to getting to know you even better yet. From a class of 3 students to first graduate from the Ontario Veterinary College in 1866, apparently graduating after only a mere 3 sessions of training. Can you imagine? Like, you've done way more than that already. Today, we welcome this class of 120 exceptional individuals into our college as you join over 11,000 alumni from the Ontario Veterinary College that have the great fortune to be members of the veterinary profession. Okay. Today is indeed a great time for celebration, but it is also a moment of gravity to reflect on all that comes with entering the veterinary profession. From the moment you were accepted into the Doctor of Veterinary Medicine program, no, more likely, even from the moment you declared that you wanted to be a vet when you were 5, those around you, your family, your friends, loved ones, and society already started associating you with the characteristics they expect from a professional. Everything you do, everything you say, it all reflects back on the veterinary profession already. And we count on you, just as you can count on us, to safeguard this societal view of our profession every day. You will hear from our platform speakers and will quickly come to see that you will be well supported as you accept and cherish this welcomed burden of responsibility. And every year I do try to find a different word instead of burden, but that's really what it is. So I'm trying to communicate to you that it is a weight, a lot of weight, that comes with being a veterinarian. It's a heavy package of opportunity, more than anything else. Your veterinary degree will bring great opportunities that many others won't have. And we all need to steward this privilege and trust within society as being our highest priority. I also encourage you to explore this privilege over the next 4 years and beyond, to take time to see all the doors that your DVM degree will open for you, so that you make an informed and an inspired first step into the profession when you graduate. It's an exciting time, right? I'm excited. I'm thrilled to be sharing in it with you as our student veterinarians, our colleagues already, but also with the rest of you that are here today as the extended part of our OVC family. So to everyone here today, welcome aboard on this journey and welcome to the OVC family. I've hogged the mic enough. Okay, now to bring greetings to you and to welcome the class are representatives from the Organized Veterinary Professional Associations. Dr. Luis Arroyo Castro trained as a veterinarian at the Universidad Nacional de Costa Rica at the Heredia, he's going to fix it when he comes up, campus. And then he practiced in rural Costa Rica for a few years after graduation. In 2000, Dr. Arroyo came to the Ontario Veterinary College to complete graduate training through the Doctor of Veterinary Science program, followed by a PhD. Dr. Arroyo was a resident mate of mine, and he joined the Department of Clinical Studies here as faculty in 2009. He's board certified as a specialist in large animal internal medicine with the American College of Veterinary Internal Medicine. Dr. Arroyo's research interest focus is large animal intestinal and vascular disorders. In addition to his regular faculty role here at OVC, Dr. Arroyo is an active member of several professional and nonprofit organizations, such as the Evidence-Based Veterinary Medical Association, Equitarian Initiative for Philanthropic Veterinary Care of Working Horses in Developing Countries, and he serves as OVC's faculty advisor for our student chapter of the American Association of Equine Practitioners. Dr. Arroyo is also the representative for OVC on the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association's Student Liaison Advisory Group. And in that role, he's here today to welcome the class of OVC 2026 on behalf of the CVMA. Dr. Arroyo.
Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Houston. And good morning, everyone. It is an honor and privilege to be here today on behalf of the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association to welcome all of you, the graduating class of 2026. To the beginning of your journey here at the beautiful University of Guelph. For those of you who don't know me, Dr. Houston already mentioned, my name is Luis Arroyo Castro. I trained as a veterinarian in Costa Rica, Universidad Nacional. And after graduation, I moved here and enrolled in the large animal medicine Doctor of Veterinary Science program. And I'm proud to say that from this program in 2004, when I completed, now an associate professor at OVC. I remember, like it was yesterday, being where you are today, experiencing the pride and excitement you must be feeling. What a special day for all of you. I would like to extend these greetings to the faculty and the staff of OVC. I also would like to congratulate all parents, grandparents, and family members today present in this room, and those also virtually joining us. For getting these future veterinarians this far. Each one of you was selected to be part of this rewarding program because of your determination, your capacity to learn, and your love for all animals. In the coming years, you will be faced with many challenges, but I hope you always remember you have been selected because we believe you will succeed. Success can be found in many different aspects of veterinary medicine because, as you know, our profession is diverse. We cover all animal species as well as all aspects of veterinary medicine, from private practice to research, public health, environmental health, disease surveillance, animal welfare advocacy, food hygiene, just to name a few. The good news is that you have chosen an excellent institution in the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine at OVC. Here you have diversity, new challenges, constant renewal, top-notch faculty, thank you, and international recognition. Did you know that as veteran students, each of you already is a member of the CVMA? Just as our veterinary predecessors created the CVMA to give Canada a strong national, organized, and accredited profession that is internationally envied, to you, starting now, must be committed to and involved in moving the Canadian veterinary profession forward. The future is bright, and today I am excited to know that as you move from semester to semester and then into your desired career path, you will have a chance to contribute to one voice that advocates for all veterinarians in Canada. The Canadian Veterinary Medical Association is the only association that advocates for all veterinarians in Canada. We are the voice of the Canadian profession, as we represent over 15,000 veterinarians and 1,700 students. We have three main priorities. One, to be a powerful advocate for animal welfare. 2, to be a leader to one other national veterinary issues such as animal health, public health, ecosystem health, and food safety. 3, to help you achieve a successful career and a balanced life. This last priority, success within a balanced life, needs to underpin the career, of every veterinarian. You are entering a profession known for its stress, type A personalities, and unfortunately high suicide rates. Please become aware of the CVMA mental health initiatives. You must not wait to seek balance and wellness until after graduation. You will need it here and now during your preparation for the service to animals and the people who love them and use them. The CVMA is committed to our student members. There are a lot of exciting students of the CVMA-led initiatives, including the One Voice presentation and highly anticipated symposium. Your fellow student, Andre Madara, was nominated by his peers and have accepted the role of the senior SCVMA representative. He will be able to inform you more about our student resources and also answers any questions regarding the CVMA. More initiatives will be announced, so make sure to follow the SCVMA on Instagram and on their Facebook page. OVC Class 2026, this is your beginning. Hard work hard, and enjoy the journey. Move forward with hope and in confidence. The Canadian Veterinary Medical Association is with you every step of the way. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Arroyo. We greatly appreciate the warm welcome for the Class of OVC 2026 from the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association. The Ontario Veterinary Medical Association is the organization that represents veterinarians and our interests within the province. Dr. Matthew Richardson is president-elect of the Ontario Veterinary Medical Association and has always had a passion for animals and science. After earning an undergraduate degree in ecology and evolutionary biology, he completed a PhD in zoology, studying the reproductive physiology of birds breeding above the tree line in the Arctic and alpine environments. Despite a love of teaching and working with animals, Dr. Richardson realized that the life of an academic was not for him, and he returned to Ontario, where he graduated from the veterinary program here at the Ontario Veterinary College in 2007. Since graduation, Dr. Richardson has worked at and is the owner of the Animal Clinic in downtown Toronto. Dr. Richardson's professional interests include surgery, dentistry, and diagnostic imaging. Dr. Richardson is also the president of the Farley Foundation, founder of the OVMA's Environmental Sustainability Committee. He's on the board of directors of the Veterinary Emergency Clinic and is a member of the CVMA's Green Initiative. He lives in Toronto with his wife, 3 children, 2 dogs, 3 birds, and several fish. We can relate, right? In his spare time, Dr. Richardson can be found either with a camera in his hand or riding his bike, but rarely both at the same time. We welcome Dr. Richardson from the OVMA.
Rarely, but sometimes, both at the same time. All right. Wow, that was quite an introduction. And I just want to echo what Dr. Houston said. Like, that was really emotional watching all of you come in. It's really exciting to be here. So good morning, everyone. I'm really excited to see all of you and welcome you in person to the OVC. These last couple of years have been challenging for everyone, and I want you to all give yourselves a pat on the back and recognize what you've accomplished in spite of it all. We're here to celebrate this huge milestone in your lives and kick off the next leg of your journey. So, welcome to the ever-rewarding profession of veterinary medicine. Your acceptance into the Ontario Veterinary College is an incredible achievement. I know that you've all had your fair share of challenges to overcome in order to get here, and not just those that came with the pandemic. But remember, it's been your resilience and your dedication during all the good and the bad that has earned you a spot in one of the world's top veterinary schools. In addition to fulfilling your dream of helping animals live long, healthy, and happy lives, your decision to become a veterinarian has also provided you with the opportunity to pursue an incredible range of career options. Whether you choose a career in private practice, industry, government, or academia, trust that you'll have positive impacts in the lives of both animals and people. It's only been a few weeks since you've started the semester, and 4 years may seem like an eternity from where you stand today. But your time at OVC will be over before you know it. So enjoy it, even the hard parts. Because this is a truly once-in-a-lifetime experience that will leave you with invaluable skills and practical knowledge, and also memories and lifelong friendships. 19 years ago, I sat where you're sitting as a member of the 2007 Golden Grizzlies. I felt alone, nervous, and overwhelmed. You see, like most of you, I had grown up wanting to be a veterinarian, but somewhere along the way I got sidetracked and decided that I was going to be a biology professor. I did a PhD at the University of Washington in Seattle, but midway through grad school, I realized that my 9-year-old self was right. I should have gone to vet school. By that time, I had a wife with her own job and a newborn child. You can imagine the discussions we had when I told my wife that I was wrong. Those 6 years in grad school were fun, but I needed to do a second doctorate, and I needed to do it in a town called Guelph. She was from California. Had never heard of Guelph. She gamely agreed, and so did the OVC, and we loaded the baby, 2 dogs, into the car and headed across the country. It's not a trip I'd recommend anyone make under those circumstances. As I sat in the welcome to the profession ceremony, I knew nobody. But over my 4 years at OVC, I got to know and became friends with my future colleagues. They have all gone on to do amazing things for the veterinary profession, just as I know you all will. Like my classmates, I'm sure many of you think you know what you're going to do when you graduate. Many of you think you'll be headed to small animal practice. Others are eyeing a career in equine or in large animals. A few of you are probably thinking that you'd like to go on and do wildlife medicine or exotics. And some of you are sitting there right now nervously because you don't know what you want to do with your degree, and that's okay too. Some of you will go on to do what you think you want to do, but lots of you will choose to make a change along the way, and that's one of the amazing things about veterinary medicine. In 4 years, you'll graduate with a degree that gives you almost limitless possibilities. The possibility to do exactly what you think you want to do right now. The possibility to dive even deeper into a specialty. The possibility to change what species you focus on. The possibility to change careers entirely. You owe it all to yourselves to embrace that change and become the vet that's right for you. And you owe it to your colleagues and friends to support them as they make those changes. The OVMA is here to support you too. From continuing education sessions to volunteer experiences, the association can help you expand both your skill set and your network. And it offers several ways to get involved. Consider becoming a student representative on the OVMA's board of directors. Write an article for OVMA's Focus magazine, or organize an event in support of OVMA's charitable arm, the Farley Foundation, which subsidizes the cost of veterinary care for the pets of those in financial need. The OVMA looks forward to helping you achieve your personal and professional goals through your career. It truly works to make veterinarians' lives better, so please know that we're here to help. And now I'm excited to announce that the OVMA is going to be presenting each of you with a personalized stethoscope as a symbol of your entry into this profession. We hope this stethoscope will become an essential tool as you immerse yourself in veterinary medicine over the next 4 years. When you graduate, we hope that this stethoscope reminds you that the OVMA is your voice and your source, and we are always here to help you make the most of your career as a veterinarian. Congratulations, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you very much, Dr. Richardson, and for your warm words from the Ontario Veterinary Medical Association. We'll be busting out those stethoscopes in lab very soon. The College of Veterinarians of Ontario is the provincial licensing body of veterinarians that also protects the public's interests. Dr. Kim Lambert is the Associate Registrar, Quality Practice for the College of Veterinarians of Ontario, and she's been with the CVO since 2016. As Associate Registrar, Dr. Lambert oversees the Quality Assurance and Improvement Programs and the Accreditation Program at the college. Prior to her role at the College of Veterinarians of Ontario, Dr. Lambert was the manager of the Medical Communications Program here at the Ontario Veterinary College. She is a small animal veterinarian and was in clinical practice for 14 years. Dr. Lambert also has a master's degree in epidemiology. Dr. Lambert, thank you.
Good morning. I am pleased to have the opportunity to join you here today. Dean Wichtel, Dr. Hewson, honored guests, and most importantly, members of the OVC Class of 2026. On behalf of the College of Veterinarians of Ontario, it is my absolute pleasure to extend congratulations to you as you begin the journey to becoming a licensed veterinarian. The Council President, Dr. Laurie Gold, regrets that he is unable to be here today and extends best wishes to each of you on this significant day. Enjoy this moment. Pursuing a career in veterinary medicine is a challenge by anyone's standards. In the future, I hope you will find your motivation and perseverance by reflecting on this moment and the excitement, ambition, and joy that you are feeling today. I had this moment 29 years ago when I began my studies at OVC. Sometimes it only seems like yesterday, but I remember feeling awestruck by the fact that I had the opportunity to learn how to practice veterinary medicine, to be a member of a profession that has a unique set of skills and knowledge that is so important and necessary in society, and at the same time, fulfill a lifelong passion to care for animals. I thought about what advice I would give myself back then, knowing what I know now, and it would be to find a mentor. I encourage you to seek out a mentor, someone who inspires you, such as an upper year student, a veterinarian, or a professor. Having a mentor during your professional development and later becoming a mentor yourself will serve you and the profession well. Veterinary medicine is not just an academic program. This is a professional school. Licensed professionals have an obligation to society, in fact, a contract, to uphold standards, to be trustworthy, and to provide quality veterinary medicine. In joining this profession, you are pledging to uphold the highest moral and ethical standards in service to animals and their welfare, and to the public and to public health. Over the next 4 years, you will learn new skills, both technical and other essential skills like communication, teamwork, and leadership. You will also expand your knowledge and hone your judgment and determine the focus of your contribution to the profession and how you will choose to best serve the public. Your aspirations right now should be nimble, as they likely will evolve and may even change directions. There are many career options in the field of veterinary medicine. I encourage you to keep an open mind on your journey. In the months and years ahead, the CVO looks forward to getting to know you and connecting with you. The College Council welcomes student engagement in profession-based regulation. Feel free to contact the college directly, as we are readily available to assist you as you move toward professional practice. Again, on behalf of the College of Veterinarians of Ontario and its council, I wish you great success as you embark upon your studies in veterinary medicine. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lambert, for bringing these warm wishes to OVC 2026 from the College of Veterinarians of Ontario. The Ontario Veterinary College's Alumni Association links OVC with its graduates, and our Alumni Association is a very strong supporter of the college and of our student veterinarians. Dr. Paul Woods is a graduate of the Ontario Veterinary College. He is a professor of oncology in the Department of Clinical Studies here at the Ontario Veterinary College, and is co-director of the University of Guelph's Institute for Comparative Cancer Investigation. Dr. Woods is board certified with the American College of Veterinary Internal Medicine for small animal internal medicine and oncology. Dr. Woods.
Good morning, OVC Class of 2026, the Turquoise Tigers. I'm Paul Woods, member of OVC Class of 1985, the Polar Bears, and president of your Ontario Veterinary College Alumni Association. On behalf of the OVC Alumni Association, I would like to welcome you to the veterinary profession and specifically to the Ontario Veterinary College. Over your next 4 years at OVC, as well as when you graduate, your OVC Alumni Association will be here to help you. For your class, your OVC Alumni Association representative is Davina Pukovis. One of the many ways we help is by offering and supporting a number of fantastic activities and events. Some, like our continuing education symposiums, are great opportunities for learning more about veterinary medicine. Others, such as our receptions and networking nights at conferences in Ontario, such as the OVMA conference in January, and across North America, are great ways to meet other alumni, expand your professional network, and reconnect with classmates and colleagues. And then some of them, like our annual hockey tournament in the spring, are just plain fun, when the virus allows us. One thing we do for our new student veterinarians is to provide you with a few words of wisdom from an OVC alum. This piece of advice on cards was distributed with your lab coat. I hope that this advice provides you with some inspiration and insight from an OVC alum who has taken this journey before you. Welcome, have fun, and get involved. Whether it's clubs, sports, student governments, the frat, your time at OVC is much more than just lectures, meetings, labs, and exams, which are also very exciting. When you graduate and reflect on your time at OVC, your fondest memories will be of those extracurricular activities with your friends and classmates. I hope you enjoy the rest of your celebration today with your family and friends, and once again, congratulations on joining the OVC community.
Thank you very much, Dr. Woods. Dr. Jeffrey Wichtel is the 11th Dean of the Ontario Veterinary College. Before his arrival at OVC, he was at the Atlantic Veterinary College in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, where he was Associate Dean, Graduate Studies and Research. Before joining the Atlantic Veterinary College, Dr. Wichtel taught at Massey University in New Zealand and at the College of Veterinary Medicine at North Carolina State. He received his Bachelor's of Veterinary Science and PhD from Massey and is board certified by the American College of Gerontologists. Dean Wichtel.
Thank you, Dr. Hewson. The joys of being last. A dean's always supposed to say something wise, right? But so much wisdom and good advice from our panelists here today. So thank you for all of that. So I'm throwing my notes away. And yes, Charlottetown was wonderful. We still miss it terribly, but not today. I thought a little bit about what the other panelists had spoken to you about today, and one of the themes that came through, I think, is change. Certainly a time of personal change. Some of you perhaps moving to Guelph for the first time, all of you starting an extremely challenging but rewarding program. Dr. Arroyo, I think, spoke about pride and anxiety in equal parts. I'm sure that's exactly how you're feeling, and so you should. Anytime there's a change and a challenge to yourself, you should feel anxious. It brings out the best in us, right? But one thing I want to emphasize to you is you should never feel you don't deserve to be here. And I know that's a feeling that's common amongst first-year veterinary students, but you all deserve to be here. You've been working so hard. We have the best students in the world, and you're amongst them, so congratulations. But it's also a time of great change in our society, as we know what we hope to be on the back of a very lengthy pandemic. We struggled to deal with this as a society and as a profession. And you might have heard, especially if you have tried to get care for your animals, whether they be companion animals, farm animals or horses or whatever, that it's been a challenge to seek veterinary care in the last few years. We are in the middle of an historic workforce shortage for the veterinary profession. So it's really caused some self-reflection about how we as a profession provide care to all animals everywhere and the people who care for them, and how we take care of our food systems, and we really deliver on what society expects from us as a profession. I think it's a privilege, it's a joy to be a veterinarian, but as Dr. Houston said, there is an element of burden to it. And you, the next generation of veterinarians, will be faced with shouldering that burden to some degree as we try and find more sustainable ways to deliver health care. We are expanding our capacity in Canada and the number of veterinarians and veterinary technicians that are available, but still there's going to be a lot of pressure on you to find new and innovative and creative ways to deliver health care to animals everywhere. But it's an exciting prospect. The one thing we can say about the veterinary profession, it's always up to a challenge. We've always risen to that challenge, and we're here to help you do that. And I think you're looking forward to 4 years of an exciting program. Please do take advantage of all the personal and professional development opportunities that are afforded to you. Really value those friendships that you develop, because they will sustain you for the rest of your career. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Dean Wichtel, and I apologize on behalf of all the panelists that we stole your original notes, and you did well going off the no notes. Great job. So that brings our speaker list to a close. You likely noticed in the introductions for each speaker that they have gone beyond their veterinary degree to do so many other things, leveraging the opportunities that the profession affords each of us, driven by their passion to give back and to have meaningful impact. There is indeed so much that each of you will be able to do with your Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree in 4 very short years. Today, we've heard from the key associations within our profession who will directly support the profession and who greatly impact the future of our student veterinarians right from day one. OVC 2026 Tigers. Today, therefore, marks an important day in that relationship between you and our associations as your partners along your veterinary professional journey. So, 2026 Turquoise Tigers, even though we're not in class right now, I am going to give you a piece of homework, because I can. It is this: do not consider that membership in or involvement with our profession's organizations is an optional affair. It really is not if we all want to thrive and succeed. Instead, I ask you to embrace the supports they can provide to you, but also to take it on as your lifelong commitment to similarly give back by contributing your time and your talent to these organizations, our organizations, in order to help maintain a vibrant and vital entity that is veterinary medicine in Ontario and Canada today. Perhaps one day you will be among our platform speakers, welcoming a future class of exceptional student veterinarians to what is undoubtedly the best profession in the world. Class, the time has come. I'm going to be reading out your names in alphabetical order. Elizabeth is going to shepherd you along so you know where to go. What she's going to do is get you up one row at a time, and you will go line up in order, please. And as I read out your name, you will cross in front of the podium. You can wave at me if you like. Please take time to greet our platform, so you can either shake hands, or if you're thinking that's not COVID friendly, absolutely you can give them a polite nod or elbow bump or whatever you feel is appropriate to be able to say a quick hello to them. Once you have passed the platform party, you're going to exit the room, and out in the concourse there will be a team waiting to transform you, and then you will reappear in the room in your new role as a student veterinarian for our audience of family, friends, and loved ones to celebrate alongside you. So we have our first group already up, and I've tried really hard to get the phonetics right. If there's a family whose last name I misspeak today, I apologize in advance, but over the 4 years, I will nail it for sure. Okay? So, as your student veterinarian comes across and their name is called, absolutely, if you need to whoop it up and get those emotions out, please do that. You do not, as a general audience, need to politely clap for every single person. You will do a lot of clapping if you do that. But if your person comes across and you want to go, woo, you can, okay? All right, are we ready? Are we ready? Okay. Now I need you to be quiet because I don't want our first person's name to get lost in the noise. Miranda B. from Burnaby, British Columbia. Cassandra Blais-Viancourt from Glengarry, Ontario. Alyssa Boyd from Manchester, New Hampshire. Lauren Brazeau from New Liskeard, Ontario. Avery Brewster from Stevensville, Ontario. Kylie Brozick from Newmarket, Ontario. Neve Butler Carroll from Ellesmere, Shropshire, England. Megan Burns from Wawa, Ontario. Abby Caldwell from Hensel, Ontario. Sydney Campbell from Elliott Lake, Ontario. Felix Carty from Ottawa, Ontario. Mateo Cascio from Vaughan, Ontario. Mia Cheklik from Barrie, Ontario. Hanita Koshal from Brampton, Ontario. Samantha Crawford from Dundas, Ontario. Emma Chenzi from Almonte, Ontario. Adrian DiBiasio from Amherstburg, Ontario. Amy Del Vecchio from Whitby, Ontario. Mael Donato from Mono, Ontario. Sydney Doucette from London, Ontario. Kelly Dracher from Kitchener, Ontario. Sydney Duncan Ford from Toronto, Ontario. Raquel Edjock from Ottawa, Ontario. Noam Eni from Windsor, Ontario. Lauren Eldred from Wasaga Beach, Ontario. Janice Fishman from Thornhill, Ontario. Diana Fitzgerald from London, Ontario. Veronica Frisova from Caledon, Ontario. Marin Garrison from Lake Tapps, Washington. Katie Gersel from Toronto, Ontario. Yoni Gutgarts from Vaughan, Ontario. Lauren Hennessy from Toronto, Ontario. William Ibbott from Canfield, Ontario. Ryan Isabella from Mississauga, Ontario. Sabrina Isabella from LaSalle, Ontario. Mia Jacob Hines from Campbell, California. Priya Jane from Mississauga, Ontario. Charlotte Jerome from Ottawa, Ontario. Jenny Jin from Vaughan, Ontario. Claire Johnston from Peterborough, Ontario. Lana Katz from Ottawa, Ontario. Kira Kavanaugh, Ottawa, Ontario. Eleanor Kenyon from Aurora, Ontario. Maheen Khan from Mississauga, Ontario. Ashley Klassen from St. Thomas, Ontario. Jasmine Klump from Buffalo, New York. Alyssa Kruger from Leamington, Ontario. Mitchell Kwasika from Niagara Falls, Ontario. Ali Langford from Curwood, Ontario. Nathan Lau from Markham, Ontario. Dakota Lee from Singhampton, Ontario. Alvina Lee from Baoding, Hebei, China. Bernadine Light from Cambridge, Ontario. Kitty Lynn from Markham, Ontario. Jenny Lynn from Unionville, Ontario. Sherry Lynn from Burnaby, British Columbia. Jess Lorenzana from Dedham, Massachusetts. Grace Liu from Oakville, Ontario. Julia Luca from Guelph, Ontario. Ina Lucia from Toronto, Ontario. Felicia Meolo from Grimsby, Ontario. Narcisse Maurice from Apsley, Ontario. Callie McAleer from Oakville, Ontario. Unib Maiman from Toronto, Ontario. Slade Miller from Kincardine, Ontario. Anunya Mohan from Mississauga, Ontario. Samantha Morales from Coalinga, California. Emily Moser from Forest, Ontario. Caitlin Murchison from Courtice, Ontario. Raquel Nagelberg from Toronto, Ontario. Nagelberg. It's Nagelberg. I said it wrong. I'm sorry. Sydney Nichols from Oakville, Ontario. Sandra Nyman from Toronto, Ontario. Marisol Ochana from Laguna Niguel, California. Heather Ofinga from Cambridge, Ontario. Salam Obaslase from Toronto, Ontario. Yasmin Ola from Windsor, Ontario. Bria Osborne from Thorndale, Ontario. Natalie Palandi from Toronto, Ontario. Kristen Panetta from Belleville, Ontario. Sarah Payne from Peterborough, Ontario. Alyssa Pobosic from New Lothrop, Michigan. Davina Podkidis from Woodbridge, Ontario. Sarah Pawaska from Mississauga, Ontario. Lena Q from Iroquois Falls, Ontario. Erica Robertson, Kentbridge, Ontario. Carly Robinson, Aurora, Ontario. Piotr Roost, Brest, Finistère, France. Aria Rothbart from Solvang, California. Francesca Roberto from Stony Creek, Ontario. Ashley Rutherford from Milton, Ontario. Jenna Rutherford from Woodstock, Ontario. Quinton Scales from Barrie, Ontario. Katie Shear from Paris, Ontario. Alexandria Schrankler from Douglas, Ontario. Rosemary Scully from Kempville, Ontario. Diana Siegel from Aurora, Ontario. Tula Sifling from Rochester, New York. Jody Snook from Hanover, Ontario. Jacqueline Stalker from Listowel, Ontario. Tyler Stiggers from Pepper Pike, Ohio. Madeline Stroh from Stratford, Ontario. Samantha Sula from Mississauga, Ontario. Tiana Sullivan from Guelph, Ontario. Vanessa Tark from Markham, Ontario. Tori Taskus from Toronto, Ontario. Sophie Tew from Brampton, Ontario. Clarissa Toma from Holland Landing, Ontario. Victoria Vesho from Oakville, Ontario. Katie Von Holland from Galena, Ohio. Olivia Way from Burlington, Ontario. Alexandria Warner from Ajax, Ontario. Jade Weir from Cambridge, Ontario. Megan Wellen from Georgetown, Ontario. Colette Winnert from Buffalo, New York. And Laura Yantha from Barry's Bay, Ontario. So we do need to have a little dramatic pause to let the last of our OVC 2026 Tigers get their coats on and come into this, to the room with their stethoscopes. And I didn't come front-loaded with any jokes, and I'm not a good joke teller. So we'll do a little dramatic pause, and then when they're all here, then we'll do a resounding round of applause. So speak amongst yourselves, and I will reconvene us in just a moment. Don't go anywhere, though, please. Don't turn on this We're getting there. I am going to give two housekeeping notes while we continue to wait, because I have you paying attention and because I think our student veterinarians will forget this at the end. Afterwards, not yet, but when we break afterwards, there will be some refreshments out in the concourse, and we do hope that you will take that time to meet the families of your student veterinarians' new network of friends. It is also homecoming weekend on campus, so if any of you are partaking in that, I hope you enjoy it. Importantly, your student veterinarians, OVC 2026s, you need to be at the front step of OVC at, I believe it is 12:30, in order to have your class picture. Well, maybe not 12:30 because it's already quarter after. I will announce the time when I see what time we finish here. But families, please listen out for that time too, and make sure your student veterinarians get over to the front steps for what usually ends up being the most epic photo of the whole 4 years. Okay, so I'll tell you the time once I see what time we finish. That's what time you need to shepherd them over there. And in the meantime, we will continue to wait just a few more minutes because we've got 2 more rows of blue coats to return. So you can resume talking for a minute.
No, I'm good. Very eager to talk. I love the 3 years.
We are very close. So now would not be a good time to step out for the washroom. We're very close. Stay here. Okay, I'm going to go off script for a moment here, and I'm going to ask you all, everybody, to take a really slow breath in and a really slow breath out and savor this moment. So let's all do that. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you to get your cameras ready. OVC 2026, when I'm done talking, you're going to stand and very professionally turn and stand proper to the count of 5 for your family if they want to take pictures while you're looking all professional. And then you can give her, okay? And everybody will just do a super big round of applause, okay? So, OVC 2026s, please stand up and turn and face the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you our newest student veterinarian professional colleagues, OVC 2026. Congratulations. Woo! You can whoop it up now. All right, we have one thing left to do, and that is to say the veterinarian's oath. So, as a final and very significant piece of the professional welcoming ceremony, please do stay standing if you're a student veterinarian. All veterinarians and student veterinarians will be reciting our veterinarian's oath. We begin and we end our Doctor of Veterinary Medicine program by saying this oath, which reminds us of our important and lifelong commitment to uphold the highest standards of professionalism and ethics as veterinarians in all that we do. The veterinarian's oath can be found on the last page or the back page of your program, so please turn to that now and have it in hand. I'd ask that every member of OVC 2026 remain standing as our newly minted student veterinarians, and any veterinarians in the crowd with us today in the audience to now please also stand and join our Dean of OVC, Dean Wichtel, as he leads us in reciting the veterinarian's oath.
Please recite along with me. As a member of the veterinary medical profession, I solemnly swear that I will use my scientific knowledge and skills for the benefit of society. I will strive to promote animal health and welfare, prevent and relieve animal suffering, protect the health of the public and the environment, and advance comparative medical knowledge. I will perform my professional duties conscientiously, with dignity, and in keeping with the principles of veterinary medical ethics. I will strive continuously to improve my professional knowledge and competence and to maintain the highest professional and ethical standards for myself and the profession.
Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ms. Caitlin Murchison and Ms. Claire Johnston, newly elected co-presidents of the OVC 2026 class, to speak on behalf of the Turquoise Tigers. Caitlin hopes to pursue some form of small or mixed animal practice. She has a dog named Winnie that she is obsessed with. Caitlin completed 3 of 4 years of an Honors Bachelor of Health Sciences at the University of Ottawa prior to coming to OVC. She is thrilled to have the ability to be this involved as a class co-president over the next 4 years, and she aspires to make them as successful and as enjoyable as possible for everyone. Claire is from Peterborough and grew up with both small animals and standardbred racehorses. However, she is completely set on small animal practice. She has 2 cats in Guelph named Sparkplug and Maisie, a beagle back at home named Chad, plus a chameleon named Ron. Claire went to Trent University in Peterborough and came to OVC after 3rd year. Like Caitlin, most of her undergrad was during COVID, so she's excited to serve the class as a co-president in person. Ms. Murchison and Ms. Johnson, I give you the floor. Where are you? There you are.
Thank you, Dr. Hewson, for the introduction. Good afternoon, and the warmest of welcomes to all of our distinguished guests, faculty members, alumni, veterinary mentors, friends, family, and last but not least, the brand new class of 2026.
I'm Claire.
And I'm Caitlin.
And we are the co-presidents of the class of 2026. Over the last few weeks, you've gotten to know us through some orientation activities, events, as well as our many Facebook posts and emails. We cannot wait to get to know you all further through class and extracurriculars.
We want to say thank you to everyone here today to watch us all be welcomed into this profession. And to all those that made this day so special. A huge thank you goes out to World Veterinary Medical Association, the College of Veterinarians of Ontario, the Ontario Veterinary College Alumni Association, the Ontario Veterinary Medical Association, and the Canadian Veterinary Medical Association for your kind gifts and overwhelming amount of support on this day and every day of our veterinary careers. As a class, we are honored to represent and to be a part of a college that has been recognized internationally with over 150 years of contributions to research and education in veterinary medicine.
Turquoise Tigers, now it's time to talk about you. While we have only been here for 1 month, we've already gotten to know each other so well and have formed lots of new friendships. It is wonderful to see the community we have formed as a class. We've come to know that our class is full of artists, musicians, athletes, farmers, and so much more. The group of students we have is so diverse, and we look forward to learning and growing alongside each other over the next 4 years. While our backgrounds are all very different, the one thing we all have in common is our passion for veterinary medicine.
While our paths into this profession were all very different, our journey as OVC students began the day we received our acceptance letters. Let's all take a moment to remember how it felt reading the word admitted. At that second, we all knew that all of our efforts had paid off. Every single one of us should feel so proud for making it here. The road ahead is not going to be easy, but for now, let's celebrate the fact that we are sitting here as OVC's newest class, wearing our coveted blue coats.
Let's also take a moment to acknowledge our family and friends. Their unwavering love and support up to this point has been a huge factor contributing to our success. We would also like to acknowledge all of our mentors, both veterinary and not, for teaching us and giving us invaluable experiences. We could not have done it without you.
Tigers, we want to congratulate every single one of you for reaching this goal. Tigers tend to be solitary animals, however, they gather for resources and family. We are all here to share the resources OVC has to guide us in the successful career ahead. But I do believe as we spend our time here over the next 4 years and our bonds grow, we will see a shift towards the reason of family. A family of colleagues and friends that we hope and would be honored to carry with us throughout our entire career. Our competitive solitary period is over, and we need to work together to hunt for that DVM.
Congratulations, and we are so excited to get started.
Truer words have never been spoken. Your competitive phase is over. Thank you very much, Caitlin and Claire. OVC 2026 student veterinarians, you've worked tirelessly and with determination to get to today, and now you've begun your journey within our profession. I think it's appropriate to take a moment to pause in your life to reflect how you got here. It was not a solitary effort, as many of our speakers have said today, and many of those who were key to your success are here today, either in body or in spirit, and it is only fitting then that we take a moment to cherish that support and share our gratitude. Turquoise Tigers, please do take this moment to turn around and give a nod, a wave, a whoop, or some claps in thanks to those important people who have served as your supporting cast in your journey to today. In closing, I would like to thank a number of people who've organized today's ceremony. Those who have contributed much time, knowledge, and skills to today's events are our summer student, Kira McTeer, and the Phase 2 merchandise team for ensuring the Tigers received their supplies in time. The student veterinarians who helped today, Danielle Herbert, Shayla Hurley, and Kira McTeer. Our support team from the university's Computing and Communications Service, Amanda Goads and John Spenceley. Elizabeth Lowinger as our Manager of Student Affairs, and a key point of contact for many of our student veterinarians even before they're accepted into our program. Our videographer, Kevin Hogg, from the college's Information Technology Services, who's enabling us to provide a live global webcast event and who will soon post a recording of it on the OVC YouTube channel. And of course, Kate Runsman, our wonderful bagpiper. Please join me in thanking them all. My sincerest thanks once more to our special guest speakers for their various veterinary organizations taking the time to so warmly welcome our newest student veterinarians to the profession. And last but not least, to all of you, our audience, for being here to support your favorite turquoise tiger. It means the world to our tigers and to OVC that you are here with us today. Welcome again to the OVC family. This brings our ceremony to a close. And momentarily, our piper will first pipe out our platform of speakers, and then we'll return to pipe out the members of the OVC 2026 class. Once they've left the auditorium, please do follow us out to join us in the concourse for a light reception. As a reminder, the members of the OVC 2026 class must reconvene at 1 p.m., so in 20 minutes, at the front door of OVC for their class photo. You got to sprint. No. So congratulations again, OVC 2026 Turquoise Tigers and supporting cast. We are going to ask that everybody please stand while the piper pipes out the platform and then the class, and then we're done.
Congratulations, everybody. Thank you.